call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 3rd down and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Using his legs, it's Moss. And the Aggies pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you...
Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Oh, what a move to get open. There he goes down the right side. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. Good, solid tackle. Texas A&M going up tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the tech. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Got room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. All out of space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, you don't go 99 yards without a lot of help. They open up the hole. He takes the football, starts going. Receivers getting in on the block and everybody doing their job. And he hits the gas, and it's nothing but taillights, 99 yards to the house.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking left. And it's slipped out. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Picked off. What a play to set him up. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 25. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Buys a little time with his feet. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. The Tigers have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Looking to scramble. Sure hands, it's Randall. Tripped up for the tackle.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them, I got trust in them, and it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
Buys a little extra time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw, it's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Craven. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Holds it in the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Moss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Concepcion. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them more dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with his target.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield. It's Reed. Fires left. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Wide receiver going in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Here's a heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Really nice play there catching the pass, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task.
He's got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! They take the lead with the 6.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Wide open spaces. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Steps away to find some room. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to go out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to go up top. The defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Klubnik. He's moving out of the pocket. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Tiger. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Moss. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Texas A&M going up tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on 2nd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. drive, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Owens. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st down from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Looking to the end zone. He's got the tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Dixon in his belly. They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Aggies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're looking to throw on second and short. Moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants a big play here late. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Here's a throw downfield late. Complete downfield. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David College with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls in.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ball will they dial up on 2nd and 8. Long way to go. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Off play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to go up top. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brings into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
To throw, it's Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just...
This guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Takes the handoff. It's Moss. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert. He's got it. First down and more. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw
turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Reed. Extending the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Touchdown, Aggie! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the run, it's Haynes. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. Hard running there. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Klubnik. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Craver. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Texas A&M going quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab. It's Moss. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch, it's Bussey. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. On the ground, it's Randall. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He turns that loose down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
And the extra point was good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the catch.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Concepcion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd down play from the gun. He lets it fly. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on the short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone.
There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Reed. Slings it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Got some room to run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on him.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He wants to change this route. Here's the handoff. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Reed. Going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Moving away from pressure. And some room to work.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wants to throw on third. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're